The lawsuit ended up going on for over 7 years. And it started in the federal courts for copyright. And what copyright means is that it has to be, what they demand is that an exact similarity of extrinsic expression, which means only the things that are exactly the same on the page without drawing any inferences. And with this method, they're able to dispose of pretty much every case that comes their way. And in the last couple of decades, there have been 46 cases of copyright infringement in film and entertainment. And of these, 44 of the 46 were dismissed before they got to a jury. And what this means is that most of the time when you're in a lawsuit, you file a written complaint. It works its way through the courts. Eventually, you'll have a hearing. So we had 2 hearings on our copyright case. When the second hearing went against us, we filed an appeal, and then we had 1 hearing on the appeal, and that was about a total of about 18 months. And after that, we moved on to the state case, which is for something called breach of implied contract. What this is about is called idea appropriation. It means if you go in and you have an agreement with someone and you pitch them an idea, that you're not pitching this idea to be nice. You're doing it because you expect that there should be some sort of compensation or credit given if they decide to go ahead and use it. And these are considered to be cases that are easier to win, but actually nowadays they're just as difficult to win as the copyright cases. And in this case, in copyright, they assume access and all they look at is similarity. In the state case, you have to prove access, and this is where we ran into this difficulty, because as long as in the state case, they adopted the same judgment as the copyright court, saying there was no similarity. And when the time came around to decide on access, it had already been decided that the only thing that was similar was the title itself, the one-word title, and the judges decided that wasn't enough to assure that actually Disney had access.